Smoking, smoking, smoking. Hello, four people. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Fun Friday. Friday. Hi, Melissa. How are you? I hope you're doing well. The weekend is upon us. I hope you have plans to have a terrific weekend, a wonderful weekend. I hope you plan to do something fun this weekend. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just walk and I talk. That's what I do. I walk, talk. Over here in Lions Pride, we walk. When we go live, we walk, talk, uplift, encourage, motivate, and we just check on each other. That's what we do. Hey, Jill. Who was there before Jill? Let me see. Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Jill. Hey, Rhonda. And Melissa. How are you ladies doing? How's everybody doing on this Friday evening for most of us in the States? Well, for all of us in the States. And for each and every person who is from India, Africa, Indonesia, wherever you may be from, the islands, whatever time it is there with you, I hope you're having a great day. If it's Saturday, for some of you guys, it may be Saturday. It may be early Saturday morning. Thank you, everybody, for speaking to each other. I see Jill and Rhonda speaking to everyone. And Melissa, I appreciate you for subbing. You're good. Well, look, Melissa and everybody else in this chat, Rhonda, Jill, and everybody, if you're good today, let's shoot for being better tomorrow. If you're good today, let's shoot for being better tomorrow. Let's shoot for being better tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot for being better tomorrow. I am. I plan to enjoy this weekend. I hope you all enjoy the weekend. I don't know what the weather is looking like in your location, but y'all know I have been on this weather thing lately because it's been so bipolar. It's been so tripolar. It's up, it's down, it's mediocre. But you know, overall, it's been really nice. Overall, it's been really nice. So what y'all got up? Tell me what y'all got planned. Tell me what y'all got planned. What do you guys want to talk about in the chat today? It's Friday. It's free for all. Fun day Friday. We could talk about everything. We could talk about anything. As long as we're trying to help get each other through it. As long as we're trying to put a smile on each other's face. You know, as long as y'all hear that wind? Do y'all hear that wind? Jill says nothing, just working on content and trying to relax. I hear you, Jill. Okay, so we know that Jill's going to be putting out some content, so we can look forward to that content. Jill, do you know when your next competition is going to be? Contest competition? Do you know when the next one will be? Or do you already have ideas yet for your next theme? You're expecting snow? That sounds nice. A lot of people don't like it when it snows. I love it when it snows. That sounds nice. I do. Now, there was like, whatever happened up northeast, they were anticipating a blizzard. Do you guys know what happened with that? I think up northeast, they were anticipating a blizzard a few days ago. I saw people out buying water, getting generators, checking on their generators, getting batteries, candles, all kinds of stuff. Okay, Jill, okay. Melissa, are you gone? Are you leaving? Jill says that the next one will be this fall. Okay, you know what? That gives you a lot of time. That gives you a lot of time to really, do you already know what it's going to be, or will it be like your harvest? Will it be your harvest contest again? Will it be the harvest poetry competition? Or will you give it a different title, a different name. Rhonda says they're all stocked up. We do that during the summer and build throughout the year. Yeah, right, right. You have to. You have to. Especially with your water and stuff like that. You just have to make sure you keep it in a cool, dry place. And as long as that expiration date is good, you should be good. As long as that expiration date is good, you should be good. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. I don't like eating a lot of processed foods, like out of the box, out of the cans, but we have to have those foods. We have to have them in cases of emergencies. Whenever there's an emergency, you need to have that. You need to have, non-perishable items. Items that'll last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Me either. I don't. But, every now and again, it just depends. I'll try something that looks really interesting and looks really good. But just generally speaking, I don't like processed foods either. Because, we have to be concerned with the foods that they say they grow naturally, okay? We have to be concerned with those foods. Pesticides, different kinds of different what am I trying to say? Different things besides pesticides, but just other things that they put on them to keep them, fresh, to keep them from wilting and things like that. So we have to be not just careful with the processed foods, we have to be careful with the foods that they say that they call natural. So I guess the best thing to do is to have your own garden, to have your own garden and to grow as much as you can. Hey, Brilliant. Brilliant says, hey, ladies, blessings to you all. Blessings to you too, Brilliant. How are you? That will be my yearly competition. Okay, so the yearly competition will be the one in the fall. Okay. It will have another theme each year. Okay, a different theme each year. That's good. So your hubby said, don't forget toilet paper. I know, right? Toilet paper, y'all. Look, y'all tell me this. Have you guys ever been in that bind where you forgot the toilet paper? You went out to shop. You went out shopping and you didn't have a list. And it may have been on your list, but you forgot the toilet paper. I'd much rather forget paper towel than to forget toilet paper. Have you guys ever been gone out and you get home, it's like you're down to your last, not even the last roll, y'all, just the last bit. Not even the last roll, but the last bit. Probably like less than probably like a half roll or less. Onions, potatoes, rice, beans, yep, dry goods. Canned goods, dry goods, exactly, water, some people keep propane and all kinds of stuff. Do y'all remember years ago? I can say years now. It's probably, maybe, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how long ago it's been. Probably 10 or more. About 10 years, maybe 12 years ago, when gas was so high. It was so high, y'all. And when the price would drop a little bit, people would be at the gas stations trying to hoard the gas. Y'all remember that? Yep, I would use a dang paper towel. Y'all, oh my gosh. I have been, what I've learned to do? It's like, sometimes it's like when I'm down to like maybe a pack, because I try to keep 2 to 3 packs. So when I'm down a pack or like half a pack, I try to remember, I put it on the list. But sometimes when you just run out at the spur of the moment, you don't have time to make a list, you still forget. Y'all, toilet paper is the worst thing to forget. But what I learned to do is, when you travel and stuff like that, you take toilet paper with you. I do. And so I end up putting a roll in a bag here, putting a roll in a bag there, putting a roll in a bag there, putting a roll in a bag here. So when the package has run out, I go look for one of those little bags, one of those little like traveling bags. Hello, like you can get one of the a bag like even in a suitcase, Hey, cool gamer, welcome, y'all. It's like finding $100 bill when you run out of toilet tissue. You forgot, you didn't get it, and you look in the old suitcase from your last vacation, and you find a roll of toilet paper, toilet tissue. That's just like finding gold, y'all. Everybody's speaking the cool gamer. Yes, that's just like finding gold. That's like striking oil. When you're out of toilet paper, toilet tissue, you don't have it. And it's like you hear that music, dun dun dun. So what I do now is every time I buy some, I stash a little bit. And everybody in the house grabs at least one. So that when we're in one of those situations, we still end up with like a 4-pack. Because everybody grabs one and stashes it. Yes. See you later. Brilliant. Yes, we did. Made it to another weekend. Hoping to relax and enjoy this weekend. But yeah, I was wondering, like, do people still do that? Am I the only one who does that? Every now and again, I'll forget to get toilet tissue, y'all. And you know what? I don't do it often. But I am so glad. That's what made me start stashing it. Like I usually get the big jumbo packs or whatever. And I just tell everybody, grab a roll of toilet tissue when it comes in the house, just in case, so that we won't ever be without it. It's the best thing to do, is to hide toilet tissue from yourself. Rhonda says we do too, store it away, laugh out loud. Oh, and we store wipes and Lysol. Yeah, just in case. Yep, water shuts down because of the weather. Right, yep. And see, a lot of people did it during the pandemic, but a lot of people did it anyway. Like, it was nothing new to them to store. Like their kids would come home and they'd be like, okay, Mom, Dad, I'm getting some tissue, I'm getting paper towel, because they know you have it. They know you store it. And it's a good thing to do, I'm telling you. Because y'all remember when Walmart stayed open all night? Oh my gosh. At least it was convenient and it stayed open all night. But who wants to get up at 11:15, 11:30, run into Walmart to get toilet tissue? Run into Walmart to get toilet tissue. Have a good night, Brilliant. And I just watch people. Sometimes you just watch people and just watch the things that they do. And you wonder who taught them to do that, or who taught them to do this. Do y'all remember who taught you to drive? Like, do y'all remember who taught you to drive? I remember who taught me to drive. My very first boyfriend taught me to drive. Do you guys remember if it was your mom, your dad, your siblings, your aunties, your uncles? Do you remember who it was that taught you to drive? And some people went to driver's ed. They learned through driver's ed. I never really understood how, by the time I got into I think it was 10th grade, is when we taught driver's ed at my school. Well, when they taught driver's ed at my school. So, and they stopped teaching it for some reason. I can't remember why they stopped teaching it. So I didn't take my class. We didn't take driver's ed at school. So, family and friends had to teach us to drive. But y'all, when my parents was, thought they were teaching me to drive, I already knew how. So it's like they they were going to do it, but I already knew how. And you know you have to act like you don't know how, and then they just think that you catch on easily. Your dad, Jill says I was 13 years old. I remember I remember a friend of mine telling me that she learned to drive. She lived in a very rural area growing up. And she said, I learned to drive in my driveway. And I said, what? I was like, how you learn to drive in the driveway? I said, that's like impossible. I said, because the only thing you can do is go up and down the driveway. And she was like, that's all I did. I just learned to drive. She said, oh, you can do it. She said, when I first got in the car, it was a lot different. I said, you learned to drive up and down the driveway. She said she learned to drive. She taught herself to drive, but she watched her dad. She would watch her dad. So I guess when he would be like asleep or whatever, or they would sneak and they would sneak and do it. So they taught themselves to drive. Now, of course, she said when they got on the main, roads, they were a little rocky, a little shaky. So he did have to, teach them to drive the correct way. But she was like, yeah, she said, because the first time she got into the car, they would go to the end, that they had a long driveway. So they would go to the end of the driveway, and she taught herself, to stay as if she was going, I guess, like to the edge of the driveway, as if she was driving on the correct side, the right side of the road. So she said, yeah, it was all her siblings, I think. She had it was quite a few of them, and they taught each other to drive. They taught each other to drive in the driveway. So when it was time for them to get on the road, it was a lot smoother. She said it didn't take them long at all. Rhonda says, I started driving at 9 years old from the country. You see, that's how she was. That's how she was. And I can't remember. I know they would sneak and do it. And I would think that they could hear them, starting the car. So it had to be, being in such a rural area, they could walk to work. So, back then, you would use your gas to go to the grocery store, to go to church. Does anybody remember their grandparents, or anybody remember it happening? When you were growing up, it wasn't a lot of driving. People drove to go to church, to go to the store, to go to the gas station, to go downtown, like to go to their town, and they only did it like maybe once or twice a week. Jill says, I learned in the country too, Rhonda, and soon learned that it was nothing like driving in the city. That's what my friend said too, Jill. She said, now we learned to drive. She said, but when we got to the city, she was glad her dad had officially taught them to drive, because it was hectic even then. Because, when you're in the country, a lot of times some of these towns only have like maybe one intersection, or, one or two intersections. So you have the intersection, and a lot of times it's just road. So you have the intersection, and you go through the intersection, and you'll have maybe the town grocery store. You'll have maybe one major grocery store, one town grocery store, and then like a little candy shop or something, like the little Bebop store where you go, well, Bebops, they are through the neighborhood, because everybody would have a Bebop. There was always a Bebop lady. Do y'all remember the Bebop lady? I don't know what some people may call them something else, but like the Kool-Aid cups, everybody had a Bebop lady. It's the Kool-Aid cups. And then look, some would graduate to selling cigarettes, breaking the pack up, selling cigarettes. I think like a nickel or a dime a piece back in the day. Back in the day, I saw a lady the other day. She was still selling cigarettes. And I was like, what the heck? She was selling cigarettes 50 cents a piece. 50 cents a piece. Are cigarettes really expensive now? Jill said she was scared. See, I am a city girl, but my dad taught me when we were down south visiting, Okay, so he taught you while you were in the South, and then when you got back to the city, it wasn't quite like what you had learned. I got you. I got you. Yeah, you got more lanes, more traffic, more signs, more everything. I don't understand that what that is, but I'm glad to have you in the live as long as you're positive. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome everybody. I welcome all cultures, all races. Your culture doesn't matter, your race doesn't matter, as long as you're polite. As long as you're polite, and as long as you're uplifting, as long as you're positive, as long as you're encouraging, as long as you're motivating. We don't care. We don't care where you're from. You can come over here and teach us some things, and hopefully you'll learn some things. So if you know any English, I would appreciate you using English, because we don't know where you're from. We don't know your language. I'm sorry. Welcome to the chat though. Again, I appreciate you. Jill says welcome to the live. Jill says she's got used to driving only when we went down south. Okay, used to go down multiple times a year. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Yep, the South is nothing like the South. It's nothing like the South. It's, living in both North and South. Through all this history and all the things that happen, I choose the South. I would choose the South. I don't know, because it's like, it boils down to family too. It boils down to family. And I have just as much family in the South that I do up north. So, but when you're talking about just the environment, the atmosphere, we haven't come as far as we need to come as a nation. So it doesn't really make me feel funny to say that, certain areas haven't come as far as they need to come either. That's whether you're in the North or the South, to be honest. I have a dentist friend. She's in an interracial marriage. She was in New York a few years ago. She's black, he's white. And they were just chilling, enjoying themselves, walking down walking up the block, walking down the block. And of course, racial slurs start flying. Racial slurs start flying. So it just depends on the people you encounter. It depends on the people you encounter. But the South is beautiful. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, even as far as Virginia is considered the South. But you're starting to tinker on into the North once you hit Virginia. But all of that's the South. Texas, Southwest. So we got our own way in the dirty South. We got our own way up north. We got our own way up north. I enjoy both of them. You got to start dinner. Okay, Jill. Jill said, once I hit those New York streets, you couldn't tell me nothing. It was over, right, Jill? You were in the wind. I could only imagine. Jill said, once she hit those New York streets, you couldn't tell her nothing. I know, Jill, you were a free bird then, right? But yeah, learning to drive is quite an experience. Some people catch on really quickly, and some people don't. Some people catch on really quickly, and some people don't. But that goes back also to who's teaching, who the teacher is. If you have an impatient teacher, it's not going to go so well. If you have an impatient teacher, it won't go so well. If you have a patient teacher, it tends to go better. It tends to go better. Can I have a shout out, please? Who are you? Bros Little Adventures. What's up, Bros Little Adventures? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Lions Pride. You got your shout out. I'll give you another one on my community wall. Bros Little Adventures. How are you doing, Bros Little Adventures? How are you doing and where are you? Are you in the United States? So, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Y'all, there he is barking at me. Look, look, they look forward to seeing him now. Y'all see him? Look how pretty he is. He's got some brown. He's got some brown. I thought he was black all over. He's got some brown on him, y'all. I thought he was black all over. He's pretty. He's pretty. You're in England? Nice to have you. What time is it over there in England? Is it like what, maybe 5 a.m.? What time is it? So it's Saturday already in England. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun. Have fun. Have fun this weekend. 11:51 p.m. Nearly 11:51 p.m. in England? No, it's later than that, right? You're back, Rhonda? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Bros Little Adventures, I think you're pulling my leg. I think it's later than that. I think it's like, what? What time is it in England, y'all? It says it's 11:51 p.m. It's got to be later than that. It's got to be Saturday. Rhonda says, hi, bros. It's got to be later than 11:51. You guys are more than 4 hours ahead of us, I know. But yeah, learning to drive can be a pleasant experience and it can be a horrible experience. And it doesn't depend on the person learning either. It depends a lot on the person teaching you. Because if that person is impatient, it can be rough. It can be rough. If that person is patient, it can be a lot better. It can be a lot better. So yeah, I was just thinking today about stuff like that. Who taught me to drive? I was just wondering if you guys even think about that anymore. Like, has it become so routine? Have you done it for so many years you don't even really think about who taught you? A lot of us remember more who we taught to drive. Bro says, hi, Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. Hello, hello, hello. A lot of us, we definitely remember who taught us to drive, but a lot of us, we think more about the people that we taught to drive as well. Like, what was the first movie you saw? What was the first movie you remember going to see? As a kid. Like, what was the first movie you saw as a kid? Or as far back as you can remember? Compared to the first movie you saw like on your first date or something. Or maybe even not on your first date, but your first night out with friends. Fry says, Pedestrians making miles while car drivers resting on highways. Yeah, depending on where you are, you can seem like we're moving faster than cars. It can. You're still a kid. No, it's not sad, bro. It's not sad, Bro's Little Adventures. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I promise you. Don't be sad about it. I know. I know. Not taking away from your experience or your experiences. I know that there are some things in childhood that can, make you sad. Some things you wish you could grow up out of. Some situations you wish you could grow up out of. But if your situation is somewhat calm and somewhat good, enjoy childhood. Enjoy childhood. I know a lot of people, their childhood wasn't so great. So of course they were ready to become adults so they can get out on their own, take care of themselves, do their thing, don't have to worry about other people. But if things are good at home, don't worry about becoming an adult so fast. Don't worry about becoming an adult so fast. My first movie was Ted 2. My mom couldn't get it babysit. See, was that fun? Was that fun? You remember the name of it? Do you remember the details of it? I remember that movie. I never saw that one, but I know I remember that movie. Fry says, awesome stream, feeling okay, like walking around the city on my own. That I encourage you to do that, Fry. Move. We're kind of low key today, just strolling. It's Friday. It's Friday, fun day. I exercise. I come on here and walk with you guys so that I can connect and just, cool down. So I'm cooling down, but of course, my cool down is more than 5 or 10 minutes because I'm on here. I end up walking like 30 minutes to an hour at least. And it's just, even when I exercise inside, I'll come outside to do the cool down. So we can take some deep breaths in and out. Expand your chest, open up those lungs, get some good fresh air. And if you're in a place and the air isn't fresh, find you a different location. Find a different location. Make sure it's safe. And get your walk in. Cardio. Get your cardiovascular exercise. Get it in. It can be walking. It can be biking. It could be skating. It could be dancing. It could be a treadmill. It could be an elliptical. It could be a stepper. Whatever it is, get some steps in. Get some steps in. Count your steps if you like. Get you a Fitbit or something. But I have one and I rarely use it. We talked about that before too. I rarely use it because I just enjoy coming out here. Like I said, it's supposed to be a cool down, but it turns into just a walk, just a nice walk. You're back, Jill. Jill, what did you decide to cook up? What are you cooking up? Rhonda said that was her cat. So how many of you guys in this chat have cats? How many of you have cats for pets? Do you prefer cats? Do you prefer puppies, dogs? What do you prefer? Jill, do you remember your first movie? Rhonda, do you guys remember your first movie? I have no clue what my first movie was. No clue. I have no clue what my first movie was. And you know how when you're young, you make diaries and stuff like that. You write in your diary. I didn't stick to it. Like maybe if I had stuck to that, I would know what. Maybe if I stuck to writing in my diary, I would know what movie I went to. Because I cannot remember my first movie. Rose says, I am in the public. My mom doesn't want to leave. 5 points. Wait, 5 pints of cake and cola. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of sweets. But hey, you're young. Enjoy the sweets. Jill says, I'm prepping my chicken strips for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm making yet. Tonight is just salad. Okay. We talked about salad last night. I don't think you I don't think you were in the live last night, Jill. We talked about salads. Oh my goodness. We talked about how a salad, you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with a salad. You don't remember your first movie either, Jill. I don't. Hello from Russia. How are you? Welcome into the chat. Walk along with me. I'm about to wrap it up in a few minutes, but I'll probably be walking for another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes. How are you? I'm glad to have you. What's going on over there right now? You can talk about some things that are going on, or you can talk about you. You can talk about whatever. You can just join into the chat. Right now we're talking about who taught us to drive. We're talking about first movies. Who remembers their first movie? Rhonda's husband was about to say something. I was about to read it. He did say it. I missed it. Hubby's first movie is Sound of Music. Oh, Sound of Music. What's her name? Julie Andrews? Isn't that the lady who starred in Sound of Music? That's a classic. His first movie was a classic. Everybody's speaking to Music Funk TV. I didn't see Music Funk TV. Hi, Music Funk TV. Welcome into the live. I appreciate you. Guys, if you have come into this live, please give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Ring my doorbell. Ring my doorbell. It's their YouTube notification bell so that you'll be notified when I do another live or when I upload a short. I upload shorts of everything. Lately, I've been doing food, but I love wildlife. I love video games. I upload shorts of everything. It's a variety over here. It's a variety over here. It's a variety. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. Come through, check out the shorts. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. So please consider subscribing. And anything that you hear in this live or any of my lives are meant to be educational, informative, uplifting, encouraging, educational and informational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. We drop nuggets and jewels over here. You know, the nuggets and jewels are information that we learn throughout life that work for us. And we try to pass them along to you no matter what age you are, no matter how, far away you are. It doesn't matter. We're all humans and we're all living life. And we're maneuvering and trying to do it the best way possible. Trying to do it the best way possible. Blackout. Hello, Blackout. Can boys wear leggings? Boys can wear whatever their hearts desire. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bros. Little adventures. Rhonda says, Texas. What's going on in Texas? Did I miss something? That's my name, bro. My channel name is my name. Blackout, yeah. Oh, blackout, yes. When legs get cold, it's about keeping yourself warm. I know that's right. Because don't listen to what people say. Because if people have something negative to say, guess what? If you wear long johns, I think most of us know what they are. Those are basically leggings. To me, they're meant to keep you warm, of course. So of course, if they have a name to them or a certain purpose, people they won't complain about it. But, it doesn't matter. Whatever kind of leggings you want to wear them. Wear them. Wear them and wear them proudly if that's what you want to do. Now, if you feel hesitant because you want to do it, but you don't think that, for some reason, you don't think that it's acceptable, that's another thing. That's a different thing. But my thing is, do what makes you feel comfortable. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Everybody, speaking to everybody. Blackout says, I like to wear leggings without shorts. Leggings without shorts. Blackout. We don't have fashion tips. I don't know. We might have some fashion tips. The only fashion tip I have is to wear what makes you comfortable. However it makes you comfortable. Not the see, Jill said, not the see-through ones. Bro said he got a bit confused. Me too, bro. Me too, bro. I got a bit confused too. Jill's laughing. Me, Rhonda's laughing. Jill says, I wear leggings to the gym and in the house only because I'm a thick girl. Ha ha. Girl, Jill, you wear those leggings wherever your heart desires. If you feel like jumping out, running into Walmart with your leggings on, do it. Just yes, Lion's Pride. I wear whatever makes you comfortable. Because, girl, the way these people are going in the stores now with their whole pajama sets on, I'm like, now during the holidays that might be a little cute, but I'm still not with that yet. Not running, because most of the time, and the reason I say that is, now if they're clean and they look nice and they don't look smelly, yeah, I'm not gonna even lie to you. Most of the times when I see people out in the stores, out and about with their pajamas on, they look dirty. They look dirty. I'm just gonna be honest. They look dirty. They don't look they don't look well kept. Jill says that's just her preference. I understand. Rhonda laughing at Bro's Little Adventures. Black Eye says I have worn leggings without shorts in school or at home. What the heck is that? Oh, Blackout. We don't want to know about that now. We don't want to know about your shorts with or without your shorts. You trolling, Blackout. You trolling, but hey, you're a view, so you can stay in here as long as you don't get too explicit. As long as you don't get too explicit, you can stay in here. But we don't want to know about your shorts. Blackout is tripping, y'all. Blackout is tripping. But hey, as long as you're nicely trolling, you can stay right on over here. Uh-oh, somebody put up something in for a review. Who was it? What was it? Potentially inappropriate. Uh-oh, Blackout, you got to go. Because I bet that was you. I don't know who it was, but I bet it was Blackout. Because Blackout was trolling. I don't mind the trolls. If the trolls come and talk in the chat, as long as they keep it cute and they keep it nice and not nasty or nice nasty. We don't like nice nasty over here either. We don't like nasty and we don't like nice nasty, because nice nasty turns to nasty. It's emojis. Blackout is good. Oh, okay. What emojis was it? I thought it only did that with what's the Nightbot? I thought Nightbot was the only one that does it. Blackout, if you make one more statement about your shorts. Bro says, can someone tell me what haircut I should get because I have a bowl cut? You got a bowl cut? Get a buzz cut. Google will do it too. I didn't know that. See, I'm telling y'all, you learn something new every day, no matter how big or small. We drop nuggets and jewels over here. We drop nuggets. Pick them up, y'all. Pick those nuggets up so that you'll know what to do and what not to do in your lives and in somebody else's life. You know what, Jill? I guess that's what people mean when they say when you use too many emojis, that Google will pick it up and they may shadow ban you. Can that happen from it? You like nuggets, bro? Bro, you need some nuggets. You're young. You need nuggets. You need good nuggets. You need good informational, educational, informative nuggets. Somebody was in here yesterday. I can't remember who it was, but he said he was getting bullied. He didn't elaborate much on it, and he may have been trolling too, but he didn't seem like it because he was in here for a while. Rhonda, do you remember who that was? Were you in here yesterday? I can't remember who was in here yesterday because people didn't start to come until it was almost over. So there was a young man in here, and he was contributing to the conversation. And then he said, because I remember him asking me if he should have ramen or something else, but he said that he was being bullied. So when young people come into the live, I let them hang around until they start to cut up. I can't remember. See, at first it was like a lot of people, but only a few were talking, were saying anything, and then people started to talk and communicate in the live. But I can't remember his name. I cannot remember his name. Maybe I can go back and look at it. If you turn the comments, if the comments aren't still there, because I think if you edit your video in any way, the comments go away. So maybe I can still go into the studio and find out. But he was from, I want to say, Indonesia. I think Indonesia or South Africa. They both come to me. But he was being bullied, he said. I think Blackout is like school age. I don't know, maybe he signed in, because I know YouTube will, my videos aren't for kids. But if they're logged in, I guess they can't tell. They really can't tell. Rhonda says there's a new thing too where the trolls put out misleading information. Yeah, the trolls have been doing a lot of stuff. That's why I have to be careful. Like, I'm starting to watch what they're saying. That's why I said Blackout was gonna have to go. If he said one more comment about his shorts, let me see. One time I have wore leggings. One girls see me wearing leggings and asked me, was that girl's leggings? Oh yeah, Blackout is young too. So with the replay, okay, because I didn't know if, like, when I edited, like, it is the smallest edit, I noticed that the comments go away. But I haven't checked the studio. I just noticed that when I watch the live again, the comments go away. But I'll check the replay. I'll check the replay. I'll go into the studio and check it. But I don't know. I kind of felt like he was a troll, but then again, maybe he's just young, because he wasn't saying anything inappropriate. He wasn't saying anything derogatory or nasty. He was just having, young conversation. He was having young conversation. Jill says, let me know I try my fingers on the button. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it. My mom let me watch Ted too. I don't know what's inappropriate now. Yeah. See, your mom let you watch. See, I don't know what Ted 2 was about. I know it was an adult movie, but you went with your mom, so I don't know. Rhonda says I have a lot of children on my page too. Sweet babies. Yeah, it's like you try to, because you never know, y'all. You just never know. Of course, some of them are trolls, but guess what? A lot of these old rusty grown adults are trolls. A lot of these adults are trolls. Rhonda said Ted 2 was foul. So see, Bro's Little Adventures, he got a little maturity to him. he said his mom let him watch Ted 2. I guess he's saying there's not much more fouler than that. Jill says, yeah, Ted isn't kind friendly to me. Kid friendly to me. Okay, I got you. So yeah, so see, Bro's Little Adventures, he's got some awareness to him. He's aware. Rhonda says, oh, sweet baby. And see, Jill, do you remember the one that was in here that time? He used to come to the live all the time. I cannot remember his name. But he had a channel. And he was like a little pop. He was young. He probably was like, I don't even think he was 17. He was maybe 15. Noel. I think his name was Noel. So I never thought that Noel, I always thought that Noel was a troll. But one night, Rock Just Living was in here. I think Jill was in here. It was a lot of people in here. And Noah started to just clown. He got one of his little friends, who I think was just him on a different, coming from a different channel. And then it could have been, I think it was truly a friend too, because those comments were coming so fast. So it couldn't have been just him. I do think that he had been coming into the live being good. You know, he was good little fella. And I was letting him stay in there because, you know, he was talking about different things. He was talking about his music most of the time. But one night, he was hanging with his friends like we do when we're young. And, you know, peer pressure is something else. And maybe he had intended to cut up all along. He just didn't know when. And he wasn't doing anything ugly or nasty, but it was so nerve-wracking. We had to let Noel get up out of here. we had to push Noel up out of the chat. Did he say something again? Yeah, you can get it. You can get that, Jill. Cause I already told him one more, and that was it. We can let Blackout go figure out what's going on with his legs and his leggings. As Rhonda was trying to help him, Rhonda said, Blackout, just add some more pieces. Hubby said they used to wear leggings in World War I. Really? But I wonder if it's a fashion statement today. Right. I think it's a fashion statement today. Because that's what I was saying about the long johns. To me, those are basically leggings. Of course, they're worn under the clothing, under your clothing. But I mean, if you got some of these people who just want to be so macho and like, no, boys don't do this. Well, if you don't do it at all, because you wear long johns to keep warm, right? Those are basically leggings worn under the clothes. And I know people don't have to see them, but you know, if you're going to be that uptight about it, then why even wear long johns? So, and I know it's a difference. And I know the men will say, well, those are long johns, yada, 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 yada. Again, I guess it depends on the purpose, the reason, the purpose, the reason, the purpose, the reason. Soldiers in the army. Okay, Jill. Thank you, Jill. Music, Funk TV as a little boy. I'm missing Music Funk TV. What's he been doing? Is he cutting up too, Rhonda? Or did you just check him out? See, the only one that's been good is Bro's Little Adventures. He's been good. He's added some comedy. He's been good. You just checked him out. Okay. I figured he was. And you know, the thing about it is, I think they're trying to help channels, because, you know, we're like on a shorts table now when you go live, which is a good thing. I appreciate you, YouTube. I appreciate you. But as with everything that's good, you'll have some bad too. And that means trolls, that means children coming in, you know, kids coming in, young people coming in. And like I said earlier, it's not just the kids. We can't blame it all on them. Yeah, we have full-grown adults that go through trolling in chats, acting silly in chats, causing confusion in chats. So we just can't blame it on the babies. They're gamers. Okay, I got you. So they probably came through, because a lot of my older shorts are really attractive to gamers. I love the gamers. I go over into their community, but I guess I don't really pay attention to the chat. Usually when I'm over there in that community, I'm just kind of watching the gamers themselves. And yes, some of them are young, but I tend to like look at the adult ones. So you never know who's in their chats though. You never know who's in their chats. South Park ain't no joke. You're right. That's right, bro. South Park ain't no joke. It ain't no joke either. Yeah, Rhonda, it's like they're trying. So I have to, you know, be appreciative. You know, it's always going to be some nicks and some scratches and some stuff. You know, it's always going to be something. And you're going to be like, really? Really? But overall, they seem to be trying to help. And that's a good thing. Yeah, yes, Rhonda, yes. So it's like I just like watching. I just like watching. I try not to, move around, move around a little. I move around, but I just watch. Bro says there are two types of kids: green screen ones or my kind of ones. What kind are you? What kind are you, bros? There are green screens and your kind. What kind are you? Rhonda says your channel is intriguing with walking and talking. There are a lot of kids suffer from anxiety. Okay, so it's a form of ASMR, aka calm. I got you. And see, and Rhonda, that's why that's all I do. Like, I don't upload videos because you have to take the time to edit them. And I don't like taking the time to edit them. So I'd rather just do, the walk and talk lives. I do those in shorts. Like I said, I'll go from gaming shorts to wildlife to food, cooking, just anything, because you can make a short out of anything. That's why it's just best to be a variety channel. But I love lions. My community wall is filled with lions. Some other animals as well, but it's filled with lions. So, you can just do so. You don't have to just be stuck all the time. Vary it up a little bit, but let it be fun, intriguing, informative. Boring is good, because if you're boring, hopefully things will stay peaceful. But even boring people get some chaos sometimes. You know what I always say? Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity breed, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. That's true. So yeah. Even if people don't want to talk and they just want to listen, they just want to walk. Because that's my mission. That's my goal. That's my mission. That's my goal, is to get them to move around and to walk, to move. And everybody doesn't like to do high impact. Like, I would do aerobics, I would exercise on here, but when I exercise, I'm all over the place. I know what areas I want to target each day, but I may decide to do curls, pull downs, leg curls. Then all of a sudden I might just switch up and change my mind. So I'm not organized enough with it. Like, I'm consistent with exercising, but as far as talking about doing it on live or doing videos, I'm just not organized. That's how I am with cooking. Now, I'll do some shorts. I'll do shorts with food, but talking about cooking a meal, So, because it's just like, it just takes organization and it takes patience. I'm still working on my patience. I think I could get there with something like that, with just cooking food, because I have gotten better. But with shorts, you just clip this one, you clip this angle, you clip this, you got 15 to 60 seconds to do it and you're done. Ron Johnson, Van Swanson does the editing. For your channel, what did he say? Just doing Bros little movie. Oh, you're doing a movie, Bros? Bros, how old are you? Yeah, it's calming, and a lot of people can't walk and are limited. Yeah, that's true. Your channel gives people the feeling that they can do something that they can't do physically. That's true. A lot of times it's the mind thing. It really is a mind thing. And you can get so much pleasure out of watching people do things that you can't do or don't have the time to do. And people will say, well, if you have the time to watch, you have the time to do it. Not necessarily, because you may be at work. You may be at the school waiting for PTA meeting to start. you may be, and you can't go walking. So you're sitting there waiting for the PTA meeting to start. So yeah, there are a lot of different things and a lot of different reasons that people will tune in. But I just don't like the crazy stuff. I don't like the crazy stuff. I really don't. And a lot of people say they don't, but it's one thing to me to watch it. Like, I'll watch it so much and then I'm kind of out of there. Some people, they say they don't like the crazy stuff, but it's like they're always talking about it. Like, they're always talking about it. They're always in it. And I just don't. That stuff is stressful. That starts to become stressful. Because when I see the crazy stuff going on here, it's like people you don't know are end up angry with each other. Angry with each other, yelling, screaming, hollering at each other. Basically hollering at the phone. Hollering at the laptop. Hollering at their tablet. So yes, I always say I'm no hypocrite. I love a little drama. But sometimes drama crosses it. Well, a lot of times on social media, drama crosses the line. It crosses the line. And the main people who say that they don't, like to partake in it, I'm like, but I see you in it though. Like, try your best. Sometimes people just try to pull you into stuff, and you just almost have to totally ignore them. And even when you totally ignore them, they try to pull you into stuff, and that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But sometimes I see people not really being pulled in, but they're constantly talking about the drama on one hand, and they're constantly talking about they don't like it on the other hand. And I'm like, okay, all right, I hear you. You're 8, Bros Little Adventures. I know you're not 8. You're not 8. I mean, you might be, but you were on cue with letting us know that Ted 2. If you could watch Ted 2, you could pretty much watch everything. Okay, Rhonda says I edit, produce movies too. See, that's why I say age really doesn't matter. And when young people come over here, I don't mind it because we can learn a lot of things from them. And like I just said, you're 8. It's kind of, I'm like, okay, he's 8 years old, and he can ration the fact that if he can watch Ted 2, he can be in this chat. I wouldn't think an 8-year-old could kind of rationalize and put that together. But, it seems like every generation it gets smarter and smarter. Every generation gets smarter and smarter. I remember my grandparents saying that, my parents saying that, my generation saying that. Every generation seems smarter and smarter. Rhonda says, sweet 8-year-old, my grandson is 6. See, young people, they're smarter and smarter. Each generation is smarter and smarter. Each generation is smarter and smarter. So I guess I could see him at 8, because 8 is 3rd grade. I don't know, y'all. It's just still such a baby. Like under 10 is baby to me. And, I call older kids babies. I know they aren't babies, but I call them babies. Because honestly, to this world, they are babies. The time spent so far, they're babies. They're under 21, 22 years old. They've hit those first 2 decades. Now, if you haven't been paying attention as a child and as a teenager, when you hit 20, when you hit 18, start paying more attention. You're still going to make a lot of crazy mistakes because you're a baby to me. But 21, you're going to do some stuff probably in your 20s. You have some people from 20 to 30, they're very mature. They're on point with what they have going on, with the things that they're doing, they're trying to accomplish. You have some, by the time they're 25, they're still making certain mistakes. We're all making mistakes daily. We're all making mistakes. Each one of us may not make a big mistake each day, but adults are making mistakes just as much as kids are, just as much as young adults are. So, and even though that is true, I will say the younger generations tend to be smarter and smarter. Not that the older generations aren't, but it's just that there's so much, and that is attributed to the older generation, starting certain things. initiating certain things, and then you have a generation below them that comes and take off with it. You know, this World Wide Web started way back when, and then you start getting what, gaming. You start getting just the emails, all this stuff just starts to, the more you do, the more you learn to do. So yes, the young ones are smart, but hey, they get it from their mama, they get it from their dad. They just elevate it. It gets better. It gets better. They are babies. Laugh out loud to me too. I say that respectfully. Yes, we say it respectfully. And that's why I told him to enjoy your time being a child. Enjoy it. Enjoy that time being a child. When I was younger, I loved hanging around older people. Yes. Bro says my brother's 12 and he already likes, oh my gosh. No, bros, don't tell on your brother. You're telling on him. Bros, you're not doing that, are you? I hope not. I hope not. Don't you do that, bros. Don't you do that, bros. Right. Don't drink or smoke. Yeah, it's been an hour. It's been an hour. I think I'm about to get out of here. I already told you the 3 P's. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Y'all know what they are? Don't let bothered people bother you. And don't you bother anybody. Don't you bother anybody. Don't leave any location, any app, any form of social media with more stress than you went in there with. It's not supposed to be stressful. If it becomes stressful, you need to get out of there. Get out of there. If it becomes stressful, you need to get out of there, okay? Okay? I look on Amazon and think stuff's getting expensive. See, I'm telling y'all, bros, I think bros is a kid, but I think he's older. I think he's older than 8. Bro, so your brother is 12 and you're 8. I think you're older than 8. He got more sense than some of these adults. He has more sense than some adults. He has more sense than some adults. What is that? Yeah, I thought it was a frog. I thought that was a frog. I thought that was a frog. I think the young man that was on yesterday, when we were talking about bumblebees, wasps, about me catching bumblebees, I think he liked that. I think he liked that. I don't like fooling with wasps too much because I hear Chef Finest Wine was in here too. I don't like fooling with wasps too much because they're long and they light on you real quick and do their damage and get the heck on. But bumblebees, they can be quick too, but they're a little bit slower. They're a little bit slower than wasps. So yeah, I love bumblebees. I love catching bumblebees. You're welcome, bros. You're welcome. He has cute videos. He says, thanks. So, bros, you do have cute videos. I'm going to check you out, bros. I'm going to check you out. And I'm going to give you that shout out. I won't forget. So, you guys check out bros, please. Y'all drop his link if you don't mind. Because I'm about to get out of here in about 2 minutes. So, please drop his link. Rhonda, drop your link. Jill, if you're still here, please drop your link. And thank you guys for coming on here, walking and talking with me. I appreciate it. Walk, and talk. Constructively talk. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate you. Are you going live tonight, Jill? It's the weekend. Are you going live tomorrow? Rhonda, are you going live? And I saw your live, Rhonda. I did. Okay, Jill, if you do, we'll come over there. We'll run over there, sis, and we will join you. We will definitely support you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, live book reading. See, I like stuff like that. Like I say, if it's positive, I try to support people, even if it's stuff that I'm really not into. Like, I'm into working. I don't work on cars, but I like to watch people work on cars. I think women need to watch that type of content. I think we need to refresh ourselves when it comes to like changing tires, and things like that. Those are something like changing a tire, something like checking your battery post for corrosion. Those are things that we ladies can do. Checking your transmission fluid, checking your oil. Those are things we can do without having to take our cars to be serviced. Sometimes that's all they do, y'all. Sometimes when they service our cars, they top it off. They top off levels. That's what they do. They check your transmission fluid. They check your washer fluid. They check your antifreeze. They check your oil. What else? They check. There are some things that we can't get down in there and check, but those things, the transmission fluid and the oil, I was always taught by every man in my family that if you don't check anything else, check your transmission fluid, check your oil, check your power steering fluid, check your antifreeze. Those 4 things you can do, and learn to change a tire. Learn to change a tire. Because even though you can have AAA and all this stuff, but sometimes you get in a situation where AAA may be hours, or they may not be able to get to you. If you have your spare, you have a jack. Ladies, learn to change your tire. I changed plenty of tires when I was young. I would not want to do it, but I did it because you may not always have a husband, a boyfriend around. They may be at work, and what if they can't leave? And I mean, you can't get mad and say, oh, he's my husband, he better leave. It's his job. It's his livelihood. It's the way he takes care of the family. So, learn to change a tire. Now, if you're out amongst a lot of people, most likely, someone will help you. Someone will help you. But ladies, you don't have to be She-Ra. You don't have to be He-Man. You don't have to be manly. You don't have to be masculine. Learn to do those things, the basic things when it comes to your cars. Learn to replace your headlight. Learn to replace your brake light. Okay. Thank you, Rhonda. Yes, drop it. I appreciate it. Did you guys get Bro's Little Adventures? He said here's a link, but he can't do it. You don't have enough subs to go live? How many subs do you have, bros? It didn't turn blue on his. Rhonda, Jill's is blue. Wait a minute, here's my link. Okay, yours is blue. Yeah, that's yours. Can you? Okay, there it is. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate it. Yes, you have to learn to protect yourself as a woman. And everything that you do to protect yourself may not be ladylike, but there are certain things I learned to carry certain ways because you got to protect yourselves. Sometimes you have to carry things in your mouth. You have to carry things in your hands a certain way. You just have to learn to protect yourself as a lady. You just do. And, nobody wants to jump out on a dark road to change a tire. Right? But you don't want to just sit there either, right? You don't want to just sit there. So learn to do the things that you know. Jill says, I don't need my link drop thing. Okay, Jill. You're welcome, bros. So thank you, Rhonda, for dropping your link. Thank you for dropping, bros. And Jill, if you go live, we will definitely come over there to support you. Search Bros Little. Okay. All right. We'll do that. Yes, bros. Please return the favor. Please go over there to Miss Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. Okay. He said, okay. You're welcome. I will see you guys on the next one. I think I may go live tomorrow or Sunday, maybe both, maybe one, maybe both. I'll try at least go once. So that being said, again, don't let stress people stress you. Don't let bother people bother you. And peace, positivity, and prosperity. Bye, y'all.